on the Bulls. For San Antonio, a 1-2 record to begin the season. They want to get back to 500. Bulls, Spurs. We'll be right back on 2K Sports. Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for the Spurs, Jones and Vassell are the 1 and the 2. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, then it's Keldon Johnson, and it's Sochan into the 4 spot. And it really is a genuine thrill whenever a new season gets underway. Not just for the players, but for the fans as well, RJ.
Yeah, and for us too. After all the moves, roster changes during the offseason, it's fascinating to see how different these teams look and what these teams are going to accomplish.
Now here's Wembanyama. Johnson on the wing. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
Richard, when you look at the makeup of the San Antonio Spurs, they do possess some impressive talent.
And it's not just talent, it's young talent, BA. This is a squad that continues to accumulate some very nice pieces. And, of course, it helps when you get the #1 pick in Victor Wembanyama.
One shot.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Caruso against Vassell. Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sochan. On the wing, Vassell. The 3 is up. And it's cleared by Vucevic. And it's Caruso penetrating. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Jones. And he can't get that one. Nice D from Vucevic. Tipped away. DeRozan passes to LaVine. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Over the course of his career, LaVine has grown into just an absolute lethal shooter. And the mid-range, that's a huge part of it.
And once again, off the mark by San Antonio.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Pass to Vucevic. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Here's Vucevic. Ball outside. The 3 is up.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Here's Vassell. And the 3 off target.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Ball no good. The Spurs have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Here's Wembanyama. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Here's Ball. Softly drops in the floater.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Jones, the pass to Vassell. Back to Jones. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
For last season, they swept this team, though both were struggling throughout the year. And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Here's Jones. After the basket by Chicago. Vassell's shot is good.
He's been working on a shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
Ball against Jones. Caruso outside. And he makes it. Caruso's got 6.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Johnson on the wing to the middle. Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
And it's Caruso with the ball for the Bulls. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. San Antonio trailing here. Richard, what an impressive all-around player Keldon Johnson is.
Yeah, he plays with so much fire, BA. He started taking more shots, and in turn, seeing his scoring average go way up. This man's a straight-up force.
DeRozan looks it over. Pass to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Just muscling through the contact. Levine is a flat-out star.
Ball against Jones. Right side Johnson. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And Paul throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
Now a timeout called by San Antonio. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
A line change here for San Antonio. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Craig comes in for DeRozan. Williams is checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's White in for Ball. Here's Wesley. McDermott outside. Pulls up. Osman with the bucket.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
The Bulls have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Lays out, and it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Bulls ball.
All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. 5th on the list, San Antonio.
Ball movement was one of the keys to what they did last season. Every squad talks about teamwork. These guys backed it up.
And here's Drummond. He picked up 15 in their last win against Charlotte. 6 on the shot clock. And Collins with the big block. Caruso with the bucket.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Wesley, the pass to Collins. Some solid defense from Drummond. Chicago leading. Some room here for Williams. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes a miss.
And Grant, a positive for the Bulls over the last few seasons. They work hard to get good shots.
Well, B.A., that's definitely part of their DNA. They've had the personnel to do it, and guys who are disciplined and patient.
Well, Richard, the Bulls made a valiant effort to reach the postseason in 2023.
Yeah, they stayed alive in the play-in, managing to win their first game, but they fell in game 2 and were unable to break into the playoffs. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Wesley, the pass to Osman. Here's Branham. San Antonio again missing. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
San Antonio foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Here he goes. The shot by Wesley, no good.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Well, San Antonio's shooting only 35% so far in this quarter. Count it. Good.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it.
A different look for San Antonio. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Osman, and it's Bullock in for McDermott. Now White. From 8 feet away, drops it in. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Anytime you get a look that good, it's a great trip.
Pass to Collins. Here's Bullock. And that one is stuffed right through.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And it's blocked by Collins. Here's Branham. He's guarded by Caruso. Here's Mamukelashvili to the left wing. Pass to Wesley. To the paint. Here's Bullock. Williams defending. 5 to shoot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
San Antonio ball. Bull substitution. Zach LaVine.
Off the inbound pass.
Some energetic defense by LaVine, using his speed to stay all over the shooter.
Alex Russo has been leading the charge for Chicago. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4-man position. That's the San Antonio 5.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
And it's DeRozan missing. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 3. Ball against Jones. Back to DeRozan. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Jones finds Johnson. Jones with the ball. Hounded by Ball. Mamukelashvili passes to Vassell. They get it again. Here's Wembanyama. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Nikola Vucevic.
Richard, when you were playing, what was your favorite offensive set to run?
Oh, back in the day, they used to call it drop 3, where they would just bring the ball up to the side, let me catch it on the right block, and let me play one-on-one. That's what it used to be. Now, maybe it was the back cut.
Osman, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jones against ball. Pass to DeRozan.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
First team foul.
San Antonio on D. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. DeRozan passes to Williams. 6 to shoot. LaVine against Vassell.
High effort play and quickness. That's how Vassell makes a defensive impact.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now, here's Williams. He had 10 points in the win against Charlotte.
And you have to mention his impact on the defensive end. He came up with 3 timely steals in that one as well.
McDermott's checked in for Johnson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tre Jones.
San Antonio.
That's his first foul of the game.
Tre Jones.
Here's LaVine for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, Richard, one thing you can count on with Devin Vassell, he'll give you a ton of energy.
You got to admire that about him. The definition of a hard worker. He's been making tons of strides in his offensive output lately.
Now here's LaVine, coming off a 28-point game against Charlotte.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
On the wing, LaVine, defended by McDermott. To the wing, right side. A clear look for Vucevic. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
LaVine against McDermott, and there's a whistle that goes on Doug McDermott. That's his first foul. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio.
Coming onto the floor for your Spurs.
Jones against Ball. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from deep. Ball's got 7.
When you peek at Lonzo's three-point numbers, they illustrate how much time Ball's put into his shot.
Wembanyama. And it's Chicago with a board. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
You could say the Spurs are in development mode. Devin Vassell said there's a lot of potential, a lot of new opportunity. Just got to make sure we're growing each game and maturing. As long as we play together and we play the right way, we will have a chance to win every game. We still got the greatest coach of all time sitting back there. Brian?
Yeah, you'll get no argument here. Thanks, Allie. The Bulls have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Here's DeRozan. Again, the Bulls score.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Outside Jones. And he's going for the lob. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball.
Bulls ball.
Looking at our leaderboard here, last year, the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. 4th, the Bulls.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Now here's Ball. He's got 9. Caruso outside. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Vassell. 20 points for him last game against Phoenix. Here's Wembanyama. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Chicago now. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. LaVine against McDermott. Oh, look at LaVine getting it done in the paint.
A more effective playmaker than he gets credit for. LaVine solid at sizing up defenses and taking what they give him.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And always a fan favorite, Richard, Zach LaVine.
Most everything he does, it seems to have a little bit of flash to it. You know about the bounce. He has a high arcing shot, and he just has a flair for the dramatic and spectacular.
The shot by Wesley, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Such a creative player. Paul is especially clever at figuring out ways to draw fouls.
At the line for the Bulls.
And so Ball nails both of them. The Spurs have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Pass to Branham. He shoots. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Ball. Excellent D there from Collins. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
White, the pass to LaVine. Ooh, the elevation from LaVine.
He's just a ridiculous athlete. Like, for me, I enjoy watching Zach LaVine use that athleticism to the fullest.
Here's Wesley. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot up? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Now here's White. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Rebound San Antonio. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. And that's the 3rd game out of 4 at home for them. The shot by Wesley, no good.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
LaVine. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Now a timeout called by San Antonio. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Now here's White. 8 points in his last timeout. Pass to LaVine. Collins with the rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Branham passes to Sohan. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. And LaVine has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. And Drummond with the jam.
And he's talked about wanting to improve his all-around game. LaVine demonstrating just how unselfish he is with that great pass.
Pass to Sohan. Collins outside. From the arc. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Chicago's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Personal foul.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for Chicago, Kobe White.
And he's good on the second. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of this one. Wesley, the pass to Johnson. Here's Osman. Tries again. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 5 rebounds in the game. Williams from long range. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Chicago.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. And that should do it with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Ball. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard. Now here's Wembanyama. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Vassell. On target from range. Vassell's got 6.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
Ball against Jones. The 3 from DeRozan. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Vassell passes to Sohan. Outside Johnson. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Ball. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. With a 9-footer, Vucevic gets the bucket. Vucevic has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now here's Johnson. Back to Jones. Vassell, right side. Misses the 3.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
LaVine finds Ball. Poke loose. Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by Johnson.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time.
Offensive board. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, the control from Wemby. I mean, this guy is unreal.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. LaVine against Johnson. Outside LaVine. Pulls it in from the elbow. He hits the back iron and sinks it. 12 points for him.
Well, LaVine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
Outside Johnson. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Knocked loose. Stolen by Caruso. And there's the drive. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
To the right side. Here's Wembanyama. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. McDermott comes in for Sohan. Williams is checked in for Chicago. Ball. Tipped.
Putting that 6'10 wingspan to use, Vassell comes away with the rejection.
The shot by Johnson, no good. The Bulls have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Ball. Jones with some nice D. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Vassell. Puts up a 3. The Spurs rebound. From behind the arc. Buries it from 3. Vassell's got 9 points.
They're really fighting a losing battle on the glass.
And RJ, I'll tell you, Zach Collins, he is an instigator on the court.
Yeah, B.A., the type of player you love to have on your team and hate on other teams. He does all of that hard-nosed stuff. Every quality team always has a player like him on their side where he just knows how to be a thorn in the side.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bullock's checked in. Drummond's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drains the triple. Caruso's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Caruso against Vassell. Here's Collins, and he sinks the 11-footer. Collins has got his first points of the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And stolen by Jones. And Vassell, the bucket, on the assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 7-point differential. Takes it inside, and he dunks it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, B.A. Victor Wembanyama was asked to describe his game, and he said, quote, "The word I would say is versatile. Being able to score at any level, any moment in the game, taking responsibilities, maybe Mr. Do Everything." And Brian, will he be the next international phenom to take over the league? He said with a smile, "I'm sure of it."
Plenty of confidence right there. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you for that.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Collins. Osman comes in for Bullock. Branham's checked in for McDermott. And it's Wesley in for Jones. Craig's checked in for Chicago. Now here's Vassell. 11 points in the game. Branham misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And the Spurs with possession here, following the bucket by the Bulls. Vassell passes to Wesley. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. The Bulls have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Out to Craig for three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Here's Mamukelashvili. No points yet. Outside, Williams. Second chance shot. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Chicago with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Outside White. Here's Caruso. Rebound San Antonio. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Bulls, 4th.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
And the Spurs making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Caruso. The Bulls have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Who poked away? Osman passes to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's LaVine. 12 points for him. They grab their own miss. On the wing, LaVine. There's the three. Tries yet again. The shot by Drummond, no good.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good. And the Spurs with some changes. Keldon Johnson comes in for Osman, and it's Jones in for Wesley. Chicago has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. LaVine. And that doesn't go either for LaVine.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
And the deficit down inside single digits. Branham's got his first 3 points of the game.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Here's LaVine. Oh, determined bucket from LaVine.
Agile play by LaVine, finding his way around the contact to get a shot.
Here's Wembanyama. Off target from the wing. And so it's Chicago closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More 2K action in just a moment. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Okay, the ball needs to hop right now. That's when we're at our best. We need to start playing together right now, because when we get to the rim and move it, we're getting anything we want.
Yes, emphasizing the unselfish play. Billy Donovan knows that's when they perform their best.
No question. When this team's sharing the basketball and everyone's playing for each other, they're a much tougher out.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Trey Jones, Wembanyama out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Branham in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Ball. On the wing, Levine. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Beautiful all-around game of Johnson. So dependable when it comes to finding open teammates.
Here's DeRozan. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Johnson. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. They get it back. He shoots again. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Williams has got rebound number 7 tonight. Shoots from 12. And again, Chicago, no good.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Vassell, he's checked in for Branham. And a change for the Bulls. Caruso's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. BA?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Vassell with it. Caruso covers. To the inside. Sohan. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And it's now only a 1-point Chicago lead. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Now here's Ball. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Vucevic. This one for 3. No luck on that one.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Jones, the pass to Vassell. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
To take the lead, Wembanyama, the pass to Vassell. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
Ball with it. Over Jones. Ball no good. On offense, here are the Spurs. They've got a 10-0 run going. From deep, Wembanyama. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. LaVine's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Caruso outside. Nails it from 3. Caruso's got 20.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. You gotta like what Alex Caruso has done in this game.
Okay, I'm gonna take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from coach is simple. Stop him.
Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jones with the ball. Caruso covers. Johnson finds Jones. On the wing, Vassell. Down low. The kick out to Johnson. Fires for three. And they get it back. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Ball no good.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Collins, no good. Chicago's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. 4-3, and Ball with a basket. The assist by DeRozan.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
The kick out to Johnson. Here's the three. Collins. Nice persistence to tip it back in.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. DeRozan outside. Over to the wing. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Jones, the pass to Johnson. And here's Vassell. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the San Antonio Spurs. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Thursday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. Here's LaVine. Oh, LaVine gets by the contact.
Not just a shooter, LaVine is also willing to bury himself inside and go to work.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Now here's Ball. On the wing, Caruso. From downtown. The rebound by the Spurs. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Vassell. Hits the trifecta. And now just a 3-point Chicago lead.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half. Getting to his spots, executing with ease.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Trey Jones. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
From 13. Rebound San Antonio. Vassell's got his 4th rebound in this one. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
LaVine against Collins.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Ball outside. And it's blocked by Collins. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. There's a minute 54 left in the game. Vucevic. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Johnson with a bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
To take the lead. And it's cleared by Vucevic. And so DeRozan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Elbow shot. And he knocks the jumper down. And the Bulls lead by 2.
We've seen him do this before. DeMar DeRozan, we are accustomed to watching him take and make huge shots.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Sohan. 1st personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Inside. Stolen by Wembanyama.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
Ball with the rebound. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Vassell can't get it to go.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
At the line for the...
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're down by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
Jones, the pass to Sochan. Back to Jones to end the run, and it's good for 2.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation, although that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And the second of 2 is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. To the wing on the left. Here's Wembanyama. No good with a jumper from the wing. This one belongs to Chicago. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everybody.
Tsunami wave 夜街に降らすウェン夜まるでピカチュウピカピカすぎしびれさせるチェーン Yeah Get up, gang gang get up Ice on Jala jala $1 million Ice on Get up, gang gang get up Ice on Haters all got a summer Work hard, play harder
Last night lit a flame, too good to explain. Took my heart back from out the grave, yeah. Promise one thing, baby, just don't ever change, yeah.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Spurs, Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Sochan in at the power forward position. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
And the dunk by Towns.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Inside, here's Sohan. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
It's stolen by Edwards. Here's McDaniels. It doesn't go for him. On offense, here are the Spurs. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best look.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Misses off the right eye.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Here's Conley after the basket by San Antonio. McDaniels finds Conley. Back to McDaniel. Basket good.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
And Doris, here we're looking at Jaden McDaniels' stats. He's clearly been stepping up his game.
He has, Kevin. It's always fun to see a young talent develop their skill set, build real confidence. And Jaden's starting to carve out his space in this league. 80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Tipped away. It's stolen by Jones. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of this game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Now here is Conley. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
Jones with it. Out left to the wing. Wembanyama outside. Back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Shot left block, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Wembanyama has got 5 now.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Conley kicks to Towns. And it's off from three-point range. Spurs leading by 6. Pass to Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jones against Conley. The dish to Towns. Back to Conley. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Sohan, defended by Towns. Jones for 3, and again it's the Spurs from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Gobert. 11-point game his last outing. For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players, Doris, to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013. Probably probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Shake Milton in for Mike Conley. Kept alive, Reid. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Wesley, poked loose. It's stolen by Milton. Pass to Alexander Walker. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
Driving to the basket.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Now here's Anderson. He's defended by McDermott. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Out to the right wing. Here's Branham. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Reid misses.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And finish off by Collins.
But he just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
The Spurs making a switch here. Hamu Kelishvili is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. McDaniels, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Stolen. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And he dunks it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Milton's shot is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Branham can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 6. Releases. Here's Reid. That's tipped, and he recovers it. And it's good. 2 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Wesley the pass to Osman. The 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. To the paint. Anderson inside. Now here's McDaniels. He's guarded closely.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Now here's McDermott. McDaniels defended. Scooped up. Pass to Branham. Lets it go from deep. And rebounded by McDaniels.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Anderson kicks to Milton. Down low, just 3 on the clock.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's San Antonio up by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
24.
It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for San Antonio.
And, guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards and Anderson share the wing responsibilities. Towns is out there with Naz Reid, and it's Conley in at the point guard. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is drawing admirers far and wide, including some who know their hoops, like LeBron James. LeBron says he's for sure a generational talent. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien. Nobody has ever seen anyone as tall as he is, but as fluid and as graceful as he is out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, David, you and I agree. He is different. Now here is Conley. And the dunk by Towns.
Call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
And once the team to beat in the West, Greg, San Antonio is trying to get back to that level.
Well, they have a great organization, top to bottom. They're smart and battle-tested. I believe these guys will find a way.
Here's Conley. Here's Anderson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
There's the pass to Towns. Back to Conley. This one for three. Nailed from three-point land. Conley's got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. Jones against Conley. Wembanyama, that's for 2. Off the left rim and out. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Vassell against Edwards. The 3. Collins grabs the miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And Johnson is right there. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just another facet to Keldon's game. I feel like his ceiling just keeps rising.
He's all alone. And here we go. Here's Collins. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Like seeing Johnson getting after it, taking on all comers, and drawing the whistle.
And even though we're in the very early part of the season, Doris, you can already feel some teams distancing themselves from others.
Yeah, Kevin, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, obviously, but there are some squads you can tell. They look like they're going to be strong competitors for the title. They are on point early.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Sohan's checked in, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Victor Wembanyama. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Alexander Walker. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. For 5, the Spurs.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. That's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
A priority for Johnson, continuing to work on his jumper, especially off the catch, like there.
Towns, the pass to Milton. It's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the inside, Bullock, and the rejection by Towns.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Stripped away. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And here they go. Towns with the defensive effort.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Substitution on the court.
San Antonio on defense. McDaniels finds Towns. Hits the jump hook. Towns has got 6.
That to me is about Karl-Anthony Towns carving out position on the interior. Such a pretty play.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Rudy Gobert.
He's coming off an excellent season and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. Vassell, no good. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's blocked.
And how about the timing Vassell has on the defensive end? Superb swat.
Jones got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Passes to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Jones kicks to Vassell. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Gobert against Wembanyama. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound San Antonio.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Wembanyama. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the shine.
Zach Collins checked in for San Antonio.
14 fouls. Now into the lineup for your Spurs.
1:15 left in the first half. Gobert the pass to Towns. Here's Alexander Walker.
Spurs foul.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Wembanyama looking it over. Off target from outside.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
And there's the call on Cedi Osman. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through. A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
You know, here we are, Greg, looking at Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can he get any taller? Wow.
Well, he's already 7'4", Kevin. But yes, what's amazing is that I still think he's grown, which is scary for the rest of the league.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Vassell. San Antonio again missing.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Good, and the assist goes to town. Alexander Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
That's excellent awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Set your teammate up. We know you're a great scorer, Cat.
And the basket by Vassell. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And he slams it one-handed.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Karl, you guys have built a lead. What is the key to maintaining or increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. And having been behind by as many as 8, they clawed their way back. They created some momentum for themselves in the second and went into halftime up by 3. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
Shaq, what's your take on San Antonio so far?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get...
That's all for now. Say goodbye to...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, you have to like what we're seeing from Keldon Johnson.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The guard there are Jones and Vassell. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Sohan in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5. Wembanyama, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Good, nice job down low. Edwards got the first points to start out the third quarter for Minnesota.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Vassell, no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Spurs celebrated their 50th season in San Antonio last year. It was a tremendous legacy for one of the 4 ABA teams to join the NBA in 1976. And the Spurs hosted a game against the Warriors with more than 68,000 fans in attendance. It was the most ever for a regular season NBA game. These loyal fans continue to support their home team. Kevin?
They've been so loyal. David, thank you. Absolutely. This is a great market. Wembanyama, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Anderson in for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Inside. And it's Conley that time on the assist from Edwards. Conley's got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota. For San Antonio, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Reid with the block. Edwards looking it over. Oh, wow!
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
San Antonio calls timeout. We know Doris officiating is always going to be a point of contention, but some teams let it affect them more than others.
And Kevin, that can obviously have a major difference in so many of the games. And for me, a lot of times it comes down to maturity. Teams that dwell on calls are going to have issues, particularly in big games. Let the coach worry about the officials. You play.
Spurs trail by 14 to halt the run. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And Edwards with the stuff.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Here's Conley, and he makes good on the layup. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Branham, the pass to Johnson. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniels got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Anderson. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his sixth assist on the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Wesley. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Poked away, stolen by Conley. They're running. Here's Anderson. Yep, it counts. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Jones with it. Picked up by Edwards. And it's Bullock missing. Timberwolves leading by 22. Over in the corner, Edwards. And there's the foul. It's on Tre Jones.
Tre Jones.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
Foul. Second team foul.
Here's Conley. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Stolen by Reid. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Jones for 3. And no good that time. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Edwards finds Conley. Back to Edwards. Edwards over Bullock. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 11 points here in just the second half.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. So much fun in the doors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
And the pass to Alexander Walker. No good with the triple. A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. Passes it to Branham. On the wing, Jones. Branham, the pass to Bullock. McDermott dishes to Bullock. 4 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Branham can't get it to go.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Here's Reed. Second chance shot. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. And San Antonio shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And the shot goes in.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Minnesota leading by 22. 1:31 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Branham pulls it in. Branham's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert comes in for Naz Reid. And Karl Anthony Towns subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. A shot by Milton, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Wembanyama. Ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Jones. Back to Wembanyama. And he lays it straight in. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Anderson, the bounce pass. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Trying to get something going. Off on the layup. Spurs trail by 17.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
And it's Vassell with the foul.
Kevin Vassell.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
7 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Edwards.
A great defense. Vassell is so versatile, and he's a player who can guard all 5 positions.
And so it's Minnesota sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Minnesota, Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. And finished off by McDaniels.
That kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Vassell, the pass to Collins. Goes back up. Gobert with the block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vassell. San Antonio again missing. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. 16-point lead. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Vassell, the pass to Sohan. Back to Vassell. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And practice is paying off. Vassell has worked so hard to get his shooting dialed in.
Here's Conley. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, made to a height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Timberwolves leading by 12. The pass to Gobert. McDaniels in the post. Covered by Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
Here's Towns, and he uses the glass on the lane. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Vassell kicks to Johnson. Edwards against Vassell. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Towns finds McDaniels. And he drives in. Good, and his assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one. Out to the wing. Here's Branham. Now Vassell. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you know for that matchup with New York.
It's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Passes it to Sohan. Back to Vassell. From deep three-point land, Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Towns. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Outside Edwards. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards.
Assist goes.
Edwards got his third assist on the night. Branham, the pass to Johnson. From 13 feet, it goes down.
You're going old school on him, Johnson, with the mid-range, a rarity in today's NBA.
That's tipped. Here's Edwards. And he overshot that one, missing. Spurs trail by 17. Pass to Branham. Here's Sohan. Guarded by Reed. Branham can't get it to go.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Collins kicks to Vassell. Rebound, Minnesota. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Johnson. From outside the arc, Branham, good.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time and just let them get their legs back under them.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
They increased his role tonight after dropping their last game, and the move paid off. He's been the best player on the court by far, and now they don't have to worry about a losing streak. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. See how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it. There is an imagination of creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Pass to Reed. Now, here's McDaniels. Tight defense on him. Back to Reed. Offensive rebound.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Here's McDaniels. Missed it, even after all those chances. Wembanyama against Conley. It's good. 12 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
The pass to Towns. Now here's Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Reed the pass to Conley. Tries from 10. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Minnesota.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Conley.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
San Antonio making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Conley finds Gobert.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Johnson outside. Back to Jones. Passes to Johnson. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Wesley. Off the inbound, no good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something to watch. What's your approach at that end?
Just try to win games, you know, and my teammates put a lot of trust in me, being aggressive on the balls and try to be aggressive at the rim. And, you know, when we play as a team like we do tonight, it's tough to beat us.
You were in full Stifle Tower mode tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Eso. Los quiero, gente. Los amo.
Baby, dime la verdad. Si te olvidaste de mí, yo sé que fue una noche nada más, que no se vuelve a repetir. Tal vez en ti quise encontrar lo que en otra perdí. Tu orgullo no me quiere hablar, entonces vamos a competir. A ver, ey, no me gusta perder. Dime qué vamos a hacer. Me paso mirando el cel, wow, no puede ser. Aunque me tarde un poco, juro que voy a responder. Quisiera volverte a ver. Quisiera volverte a ver. Lo rica que te ves. No sé qué estamos esperando. El orgullo nos está ganando. Ay, baby, dime la verdad. Si te olvidaste de mí, yo sé que fue una noche nada más, que no se vuelve a repetir. Tal vez en ti quise encontrar, ay, lo que en otra perdí. Tu orgullo no me quiere hablar, entonces vamos a competir. A ver, ey, desde que nos vimos pienso en cómo nos, ey, después dividimos cada cual por su camino. En la alfombra aún está Si te digo que me gusta, que estás buena, no lo tomes por cumplido. Es que yo soy un atrevido. Ey. Y hace tiempo que quiero ir contigo. Como a Glow, me gusta tu flow. Tranquilita, tú siempre te robas el show. Una le voy a dar dembow. Si se I go where she go. So mami, dime a ver. I wanna feel the again. Tú tienes picante y yo también. Por poco piel y te envío un DM. Ay, pa' decirte la verdad, que no me he olvidado de ti. Yo sé que fue una noche nada más, que no se vuelva a repetir. Tal vez en ti quise encontrar lo que en otra perdí. Tu orgullo no me quiere hablar, entonces vamos a competir. A ver, ey.
Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teacher. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. Not this sweet happy. Oh, Doguni Misha, show you the confirm for your speaker. This time I call drop six for assistance. Show we they blow your mind, Afghanistan. Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teacher. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. Not this sweet happy. When you come, make I give you digits. When's the last time somebody did it like this? Too much ice on my wrist. That's why everybody hating on me like Chris. Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. People think I be Johnny, just come. Like I just got rich, like my money just come. Send them back to where they come from. For talking like the product of a ton. Southside me come from, me no care, my brother. One side, sit down for one chair, my brother. Come try, me we make it, my brother. Long time it takes to reach here, my brother. Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teacher. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. Not this sweet happy.
Pull up G-Way. How you get to this ballin'? Don't be like, I got a on a set. Tryna knock out the engine like on top of my pip. And my post gotta know I ain't slipping. Bang. I want everything black. Want everything black. I'm buying everything black.